What's up, guys? Um, this is gonna be a little bit of a weird video. Real little vlog. I haven't really vlogged all day today, so this is gonna be something new. Just gonna do a little small little thing, just tell you guys what's going on right now. Um, I had an epiphany just now. You know, I I'm like crying like a basket case. Something's really seriously wrong with me. I'm supposed to have, no feelings, no emotions. Just deal with stuff the way I want to deal with it. But this all happens. Um, I remember when my mom died, I was a basket case. I left. I left to New York. I just left Jacksonville. I didn't think about anything. I didn't look back. I didn't say. I could say goodbye to my kids, but other than that, I didn't. I didn't really. I just left. I left. And while I was there, my sister called me. And said, she's having problems. People, somebody was bothering her, and she wanted me to come back, and I came back. My nephews were only, I think one of them was three, and the twins were, I think, like one, maybe not even one yet. I think they were one. I think they made it to one. When I came back, I couldn't work because I was disabled at that point. Um, I got disabled after the fact, but I couldn't really work 'cause I was watching the kids, and she was paying me, so it was okay. I was making money either way. I didn't care. I moved back. I couldn't find a restaurant, a cooking job. I couldn't. So she offered to pay out. You know what? Until I find a better job, this is doable. And then DCF got involved, and really the whole point, because I was only 24 at the time, the whole point was my stepfather was going to get custody of my nephews because he was the one that had the job. He's the one that did all that. I mean, perfect, bing bang boom, easy. Um, then DCF work came in and brought the paperwork to sign and everything, and I was like, well, my stepfather's not here yet. My father's like, not home from work yet. He should be home like any minute. And they don't sign the papers. And he goes, and DCF worker looked at me and said, I don't need him to sign the papers. So I'm like, oh, so my sister's keeping custody? And he said, no, you are. I was like, I, I was like, um, I'm a daddy. Say what? Like I didn't believe, I didn't know what was going on. And he made me sign these papers. He said if I didn't, they'd have to go to foster care. And I mean, they were my nephews. I couldn't let them. I couldn't just. And I wasn't doing nothing at the time, so why not? Why not? And it's been a roller coaster since. It's been more fun than anything I could even imagine. And at first, I didn't know what I was doing because yes, I already had kids before this, and but this is like new, you know, because I thought I was done at that point. Like I was 24, I was still talking to I was still talking to my ex, I was still doing all that, but I was like, I live my life now. I'm a bachelor. I'm 24. I can go out. I can chill. I can go out, get drunk, do whatever I want to do, come home whenever I want. Perfect. Well, now I'm a 24-year-old with three kids under the age of four. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And, but I can't say that I would change anything, at least when I first got custody. I mean, waking up in the morning, seeing their face, feeding breakfast, lunch, dinner. Whenever they had a nightmare, they'd call me. Whenever they got hurt, they'd run to me. You know, being a father and even a father like was my best job I've ever had in my life. And I tried, I really did try and do the best job that I can do. Um, the last part before I lost custody to the mother again, it seemed like everybody was against me at that point, and I had no fight. And I don't want them thinking, I don't want my nephews thinking I just let them go. It wasn't like that. I was told by my sister as well as DCF that they were only going to court to open our case. Now, at the time I was in the hospital. That's when my disability started getting bad. My legs started getting bad with the lymphedema. And I was in the hospital, and I said, okay, because if I have to leave the hospital, I'll leave the hospital. I don't care. Like, I want to be there in court with my kids. But they said, no, it's only an open case. Nothing's going to happen. It's going to be boosh, bam, boosh. She's going to walk in, the case can be reopened, and then that's going to be it. She'll have like 6 months to a year, do a case plan, and then if she finishes it all, it means she'll probably get back to kids. But she'll have to finish everything on her case plan. I think it'll be a lot more stricter this time because it took her 15 years to do everything, or to even start this process. So I said, okay, that's fine. And while I was in the hospital, I got a phone call. Um, a phone call that night um, from the DCF worker said that they gave her back custody of her kids today. And I was like, but I do it. And at that point, it was like I had no say, I had no power. All the judge seen was he didn't even show up to court, so he must not care. He must not be fighting us. So sign off on it. And it was hard for me to deal with, and I didn't deal with it right, and I said stuff I didn't mean, and I said stuff about my sister that I really didn't mean. And you know, you got to understand from my point of view, when you've raised three boys for 14, 15 years of their life, and I mean potty trained them. The twins, when I had custody, wouldn't even talk, and I got them saying words. I had a speech therapist come to the house 3 times a week, and seeing them progress, and seeing all three of them be an AB honor roll, and just be proud of getting the AB. And when they get a low grade, they get upset about it, but they still try harder and they get that B next time. It made me proud as a parent, and like if it wasn't only my success, it was their success, because they're the ones that worked really hard in school and did what they had to do and came with the good grades. And I do admit, sometimes throughout the year, doing homework was rough. I didn't know what the hell they were doing because I was confused as hell when I was looking at it. Like, how the hell do any? I had to get tutors. It was crazy. But we all four of us worked really really hard, and I realized I didn't only raise them; they raised me. They were my heart. They were my everything. The reason why I breathe. The reason why I wake up in the morning. We went to the beach, like they were so happy to go. Even if it was 7 o'clock in the morning, they woke up groggy. But by the time we were on the bus and going to the beach, they were so happy when we got there, and they were having fun and the waves. Then all of a sudden it was over, and I was supposed to just move on and get over it. There's nothing I could do about it. It was like a part of me died, and no one understood that. And every time I try to explain something and tell them this is what happened, everyone says, "You're just mad. This is not the way it happened." And I don't know how else to say it, but that's how it happened. This is my Throwback Friday story. because I just talked to one of my nephews on Facebook, and I told him how sorry I was that I just let them go. And he said I was underselling myself, and they don't understand what honor it was to raise them and to see the young men they're growing into. No matter how old they get, they'll always be my baby boys. Thank you guys. I needed to get that out, and I really had no one else to talk to. And you guys are like my second family, so I gotta like talk to you guys. Thank you. Thank you.